Hey y'all, this is David, the Georgia Photographer, and today I want to talk to you about the most important aspect to be considered when picking camera gear based on YouTube videos. I'm going to get right into this. I am seeing so many videos on YouTube about, how would I say this? Influencers, reviewers, YouTubers. They are not photographers, okay? That's the difference. Don't fall for this whole, are they getting paid to do commercial photography? That's just one aspect of photography, okay? Don't fall for that either. Amateur photography and pleasure photography, which probably is classified as amateur, is also a legitimate form of photography. So if you don't get paid to do it, it doesn't, like discount your opinion because you don't actively seek paying clients, okay? So with that being known, what I'm going to tell you to do is probably going to be pretty different from what everybody else is telling you to do. I'm going to tell you to do this. Seek out the brand that has the camera that you like to use. Yes, pick a camera you like to use. Whether it be a film camera, a digital camera, a digital rangefinder, a digital single lens reflex, a digital mirrorless, which is, they're all kind of technically mirrors. We won't go down that rabbit hole. No matter what camera you or design you end up with, pick the one you like to use. That's the only criteria, okay? If you don't know what focal length lens to use, all right, try some. You'll figure out which one you like and then sell off the lenses that you don't use. Don't paint yourself into some corner that says I gotta use 50 millimeter because Henri Bresson used 50 millimeter. Throw all that crap out the window. Pick a lens that has the focal length that you enjoy shooting with. It's that simple. Doesn't matter if you want one that's got a large aperture, an f1.4 or an f4, or it doesn't matter. Pick the lens you enjoy using. Pick the lens. Let me say that again. Pick the lens and camera you enjoy using. Put all them other weird criterias and all them megapixels and all them little specs and these frames per second. Push all that crap aside and pick the camera you like to use. Maybe you're a film guy or girl. Maybe it's possible that film has made a resurgence. They nickname it, hipster. But it's not. There's a group of people that enjoy shooting film. I happen to be shooting today with a Nikon Z6 Gen 1 and a 1973 or 76 or something pre-AI 200mm f4 Nikkor manual lens. That's what I'm using today. It's not because I have to, it's because I like it. And if you pick a camera and lens you like to use, you'll get it out and take photos with it. It doesn't matter how hard is it to get this point across. All them other specs don't matter. It just don't. If you'll get out the camera and take photos with it, you'll learn the camera, and then you'll learn its limitations, and then at that point you'll realize I need a different piece of equipment that will remove this mechanical limitation. And at that point you can upgrade from, for instance, a D3200 to a D7000 or maybe a D810. You can still get them secondhand and get them dirt cheap. You don't really have to spend a lot of money. Now, if you enjoy buying new equipment and enjoy the experience of unboxing new equipment, and you get done with your D3500 Nikon and you decide that you want to Canon 1DX Mark III, buy one. It's your camera. If you will get out the 1DX Mark III and go take photos with it, that's the camera for you. Doesn't matter who makes the camera. Pick one you like, because if you pick the one you like, you're more prone to get it out and go take photos with it. If you pick one that has some kind of hot rod specs because somebody on YouTube told you these are the cameras you can pick from because they have the hot rod specs this year, you're going to end up picking a camera that you really don't like, and you're not going to use it. And you're going to get, it's going to leave this bad aftertaste in your mouth, and you're going to end up hating photography. And that's not my goal with my channel. My goal is to get you to get out the camera that you have or like, whichever one it is. Hopefully it's both. And go take pictures with it. Check out the end of all of my videos except maybe 2. What do I say? Get your camera out and go take a picture with it. Because at the end of the day, the camera is not going to take the photos by itself. You are going to take the photos. The camera is literally a tool to get you there. All right. I just wanted to bring some, what do you call it? I just wanted to ground this conversation a little bit. I see way too much conversation on YouTube about how this camera's better and this camera's better. This one shoots 4K 60, this one shoots 4K 30. If it doesn't shoot 8K, it ain't any good. If it doesn't take 20 frames per second, it's not worth having. Put all that aside. Pick the camera you like to shoot with so that you'll enjoy using it. It's that simple. And if you have questions that, like I said, if you don't know what lens to get to start with, typically good cameras today come kitted with a very capable little universal lens. And then you'll figure out pretty quick with that little zoom lens that comes with the camera which end of the zoom range you typically like to use. It'll tell you pretty quick. After a few months, you can start looking at the background data in your photos, and it'll tell you 24 millimeters, 27 millimeters, 28 millimeters, 24 millimeters, and you're like, man, I like to shoot wide angle. Then you can start looking at a wide angle lens. Battery died in the video camera. Here we are. As I was saying, until next time, get your camera out, your favorite camera, the one you love to use, and go take a picture with it, okay?